homicide investigation. Ghost workers.
Union leaders accused of ripping off dock workers. New tonight, federal charges in the scheme we first told you about a year ago. Fake dock workers are collecting checks for work they never did at Port Tampa Bay.
And that cheats the real dock workers. Investigator Mark Douglas exposed the whole thing last year. Now the game is over.
We sure hope it is, Josh and Jen, because it's very important. This has been a real sore spot for longshoremen who toil into old age, sometimes into their 80s, because their pension fund is nearly bankrupt. Now the feds are going after the so-called ghost workers at the heart of this problem. Last year, Pension Board trustee Evan Cotton alerted us to a scheme that cheated longshoremen out of a fortune in pay, pension, and benefits. Cotton told us he'd uncovered 8 or 9 so-called ghost workers who collected paychecks without ever stepping foot on the docks of Port Tampa Bay.
I think it's criminal.
And so do federal prosecutors. They've just zeroed in on this man, Jerry Reyes, who says the head of the company that hires dock workers talked him into cashing 21 paychecks for nearly $11,000 that he didn't earn. Are you sorry you got yourself involved in this?
Oh, of course I'm sorry about it.
That's a different story than Reyes told us last year when he claimed he had nothing to do with the ghost worker scheme. That wasn't the truth.
Yeah, I know. It's something that happens, you know.
No one is any angrier about ghost workers than longshoreman Danny Riley. That's taking money out of your pocket?
And everybody else.
No question about it.
No question about it.
Riley blames longshoreman union leaders like local Vice President Leon Chandler for letting it happen. Mr. Chandler, would you mind opening the door for us? We'd like to have a word with you. Neither Chandler nor recently retired President James Harrell will admit the ghost worker problem even exists.
No, I don't think it was happening.
Well, federal prosecutors seem to think it was happening. They've charged the guy, and he's pleaded guilty to doing it.
Well, he didn't do it on me.
He did it on your watch, sir.
Yeah, I don't know whether he did it on my watch or not, but I wasn't involved with it.
Jerry Reyes has already pleaded guilty and agreed to testify against others in what federal prosecutors describe as a mail and wire fraud conspiracy. He's the only named defendant so far, but this case is ongoing, and I think we're going to see more developments in the not-too-distant future.
And hasn't there been a shakeup in the union?
Well, yes and no. The union is now under the trusteeship of the International Union based in New Jersey. But as you saw in that story today, Leon Chandler, the vice president who was in there for this whole time, he still seems to be running things. Now, the manager of the company who hired the longshoreman, the guy that supposedly talked the other guy into taking these fake checks, now, he's been fired long ago, but he hasn't been charged yet either. I think there will be more arrests in all of this, and he's named by position but not name in these federal documents.
Tangled web.
It certainly is, and we're going to continue untangling it until we get to the bottom of it.
All right, thank you, Mark. And if you have a problem you want Mark to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline at 1-800-338-0808.
We have an update.